Hey YouTube, it's your girl Rhonda coming to you today just for a brief moment because today is the potluck and yeah, I'm running a little bit behind. Today's uh, outfit is a shirt that my mom made. I confess that I am special to the Lord and he is always concerned with what concerns me. Psalms 138 and 8. And so what I have on today is I have on just some shorts and they're Tommy Hilfiger. And I just have on a pair of Nike gym shoes. Nothing major. Um, just getting to into this, but I wanted to talk about something today right quick before I go any further, before I leave. And I want to talk about like what's going on like with this shirt. It's confession. Do you know our worlds have been made by the words that we say? We don't believe it, but it is. When the world was created, it says, then God said. It didn't say he took and did all of this. It says he said. So a lot of the things that are going on in our lives is because of the world that we've created. And so I remember a story from years ago that I read in this book called God's Creative Power for Healing. And it was about this lady who she had all these high fevers. They never knew why she kept having all these fevers. And she kept going back and forth to the doctor, back and forth. They're testing her. They could not find out anything. So she was in the doctor's office when they came back with one of her results telling her there's nothing wrong. We can't find anything wrong. All of a sudden she says, this burns me up. The doctor, being a believer, but understanding the power of your words, he said, that's your problem. Your subconscious does not understand what you are saying. So you're giving your body a command, burn up. So that's what kept happening. She kept with all these high fevers and not understanding that her words is what have the power. So she may not have meant to say it here, but her subconscious is picking it up. It reminds me of when I really started looking at the story of the Titanic. Remember, now at the top, they were seeing, they were guiding the ship. And that's where our conscious mind is at. We see everything that's going on. But when it's all said and done, all of the experiences, the disappointments, the happiness, the trauma, and everything is stored at the bottom. The conscious mind may be feeding the subconscious mind information, but it may not get there in time. And remember with the Titanic, they said go a different direction. They did not know at the bottom there was an iceberg that was there because they couldn't see it. So we may be talking one thing, but our spirit is saying, our subconscious is saying a whole nother thing. You may be saying, I'm healthy, 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 but your subconscious, but remember grandmama had this, and remember granddad had this, and remember, and this is what's reminding you. So I remember also a couple years ago, I was going through a whole lot. And every time somebody did something, I was like, this makes me sick. But what happened, I was nauseous. When I say nauseous all the time, there was no other reason. There was no reason for me to be nauseous. Some days I wouldn't even eat because I was afraid of that it was going to bring on nausea. Lo and behold, it didn't matter. I was still nauseous. I would call to people and tell them, could you just bring me a bag of peppermints just so I can help curb some of the nausea? Never curbed it. It hit me. Every time somebody did something or somebody came around, they make me sick. They make me sick. Now, mind you, I negate all the words I just said, but that's what kept making me sick. So before you know, you look up, I wasn't saying those words anymore, and I actually was not sick. There was a term that was released into the atmosphere that I did not really like, and every time I hear somebody say it, or when I would hear the kids say it or whatever, it really did something to me. And they would say something, ooh, that kills me. I negate that. Do you know that is releasing something in the atmosphere to draw your very words to you? The very thing that you say The atmosphere the universe does not comprehend that you're not trying to say, don't do something to me. You put it out there with your strong vibration and your feeling, and the very thing that you put out there is what is supposed to come. It's the laws of attraction. It will always deliver, whether it's something you want or whether it's something that you don't want. So be mindful today about all of the words that you are confessing. Our lives, look at your life today. Think of some of the words. No, you know what? No, I didn't say that. I didn't speak that. How many times? Go back over your life and say, I hate this. I don't like this. I don't want this. Usually when you say something that you don't want, the subconscious doesn't pick up the don't. It picks up the want. Remember when we were younger and our mom would get us dressed or our parents would get us dressed and sit us on the couch and say, don't get dirty. What is the first thing we're going to get up and do? We're going to get up, or they tell you running outside, don't fall. Why did you tell us don't fall? Because you know what we're about to do. We're about to fall. Your subconscious doesn't pick up the understanding of don't. All it picks up is want. So rather than saying what you don't want, and just speaking idle words that are going to take and make manifest, because as soon as we speak a word, it manifests. Remember when Jesus went past the fig tree? To let you know, I did a one yesterday on speaking the words, and Jesus went past the fig tree and it wasn't producing any figs. He was hungry. He said, "You ain't nobody gonna eat of you again. You gonna dry, so you gonna dry up." Guess what happened? The disciples came back and looked. Jesus, that tree dried up. It's not producing any fruit. That tree heard me, and your subconscious hears you. It understands you, and it is supposed to give out what you say. So if Jesus could speak to a tree, and remember, even we were talking about money yesterday, money has ears and it hears. Our situations and our circumstances has ears and it hears. So rather than speak what we don't want in our situation, let's speak what we do. Now, of course, I need to get ready to get over here to this potluck. My watermelon tip didn't come out too good, so I've got to snap by the store and pick up some other stuff. So have a good day. I'll have a good day too. And remember, whatever you confess is what is the very thing that you are going to possess.